Hello and welcome. My name's Heather. I'm a registered professional counselor and a certified life coach. And today I'm going to be analyzing the relationships from the Christmas movie, The Holiday. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more analysis videos like this. Iris is a British journalist who would describe herself as
neat freak, healthy, non-smoker, single.
Iris and Jasper worked together and dated in the past until she found out that he was cheating on her with someone else.
He cheated on you, but you stayed friends.
It was head over heels, no?
They remained friends in this unhealthy flirtationship for about 3 years. Iris finds herself in a situation most women and men have experienced at some point in their lives. Iris would be considered the fallback girl, who would provide emotional support whenever Jasper needs it. The term fallback girl describes someone who is mentally and emotionally drained as they try to figure out the other person. They're constantly wondering what they did wrong, all while trying to prove to him that they're the one.
You still go to bed every night going over every detail and wonder what you did wrong or how you could have misunderstood.
Jasper would be considered emotionally unavailable as he doesn't commit to Iris but is in a relationship with someone else and recently engaged. Emotionally unavailable men know that certain women are very receptive to his behavior and often treat fallback girls like an option while they make him their only option. Another term that could be used to describe their dynamics is that Iris is on Jasper's hooks.
No, it's okay.
I know you're going to look on it.
Well, let's hope you find it then.
A hook is a relationship state where a person can be partially committed to a potential love interest while being single or in another relationship. In this situation, he's stringing Iris along, he's not committing to her, but he's keeping her around just in case.
Why are you so great?
If you've had a Jasper in your life, type yes in the comments below. Iris, still being in love with him, accepts the small amounts of affection that he would throw her way through emails and phone calls. That is, when he's not around his girlfriend.
Also, when he's not with her, we talk on the phone. Sometimes for hours. And then there's the occasional long lunch.
Iris finds it difficult to let go of him and is possibly hoping that he would see how devoted she is to him and for him to leave Sarah for her.
And sometimes you can even convince yourself that he'll see the light and show up at your door.
Jasper makes it difficult for Iris to move on and keeps her on his hook by calling her darling and reminiscing about their shared experiences.
You put on that little red bikini yet?
How do you remember my little red bikini?
Making Iris feel like she's special and thinking that there's a chance that he'll choose her. People in Iris's position often confuse or misinterpret emotional pain with love, or confusion and anxiety with excitement or having a spark. They get stuck in this cycle of uncertainty and self-doubt, which erodes away their self-esteem. After finding out about his engagement, she's overcome with distress and heartache. She goes as far as turning on the gas to her stove and attempting to take her own life. The seriousness of the scene was glossed over in the movie. I want to take the time to acknowledge the fact that during the holidays, people who have been diagnosed with mental health conditions find that their symptoms get worse during this time of year. If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. After Jasper's engagement, Iris decides that she needs to distance herself from him and trades houses with Amanda, who lives in LA. Iris does her best to set her boundaries and explicitly tells him that she's trying to get over him, but Jasper disrespects her needs and continues to contact her. While in LA, Jasper calls her in desperate need of her help so that she can look at his writing and makes her feel special by saying that only she can help him.
I know that you're the only one who can really help me.
When he doesn't hear from her, Jasper goes to LA to win Iris back.
I don't want to lose you, babe.
This is too confusing.
What looks like to be a grand gesture is just manipulation in disguise. He is still engaged to Sarah and intends to marry her.
You are still engaged to be married.
Yes, but I mean...
This grand gesture wasn't to prove to Iris how much he loves her or that he wants to be with her. It's a game he's playing to see if he can keep her on his hook.
Maybe Venice. You and me in Venice could be good.
With the short amount of time away from Jasper, her deep conversation with Arthur,
You, I can tell, are a leading lady. But for some reason, you're behaving like the best friend.
And also her friendship with Miles, she learned that there are other people out there who recognize her worth and who can treat her with the respect she deserves. Iris and Miles start off as friends and they feel comfortable hanging out with each other. After finding out that his girlfriend, Maggie, has been cheating on him, Miles confides in Iris.
Why do I always fall for the bad girl?
You didn't know she was a bad girl?
I knew she wasn't good.
This relational pattern can be due to his attraction to certain traits of these girls, whether his attraction be conscious or unconscious, which may contribute to repeating similar experiences. Iris, in return, comforts Miles and opens up about the toxic relationship she has with her ex.
What I'm trying to say is I understand feeling as small and as insignificant as humanly possible.
Both Iris and Miles grow closer together as they bond over shared experiences and their intentional decisions to move on from the shackles of their unhealthy past relationships. Amanda is a successful Hollywood executive who owns her own company. She would describe herself as,
I'm Amanda. Loner, loser, and complicated wreck.
Amanda broke up with her long-term boyfriend Ethan after he reluctantly confessed that he cheated on her with his secretary. During their fight, Ethan repeatedly lies about not sleeping with his younger secretary.
I would never cheat on you, not under any conditions.
Neither would I, okay?
And even tries to gaslight Amanda by blaming her for ruining all of her relationships.
You know you do this, right? And you screw up every relationship you've ever been in. It's what you do.
He belittles and judges her over the fact that she can't cry.
I mean, you're the only woman on the face of the earth who breaks up with her boyfriend and doesn't even shed a tear?
Deciding that she needs a vacation, she swapped houses with Iris as she wanted a quiet vacation to herself. Also, I completely forgot that John Krasinski is in this movie, and he's basically Jim from The Office.
So when we're stressed, we look haggard. This is just women, not men.
I'm sorry.
Amanda, experiencing some culture shock and was unable to settle in, was planning on cutting her trip short. Graham, Iris's brother, drunkenly shows up at the cottage unaware that his sister is gone. Immediately, they are attracted to each other. Amanda extends her stay and learns that he's a single father of 2 young daughters. Side note, unless his daughters have their own cell phones, it makes zero sense as to why their names will show up on his caller ID.
Olivia, sorry, didn't mean to look. Again.
I should probably take this.
I mean, maybe they have cell phones for emergency reasons, but even when they called, he didn't seem that alarmed.
Sophie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to look.
I'll call her back.
This always bothered me. We don't know the details of Graham's marriage, other than he's a widow of 2 years. It's possible that he's still grieving the loss of his wife. This can explain his bouts of drinking, then crashing at his sister's house, and his occasional one-night stand as he attempts to self-medicate and distract himself from the feelings of grief. Graham is also struggling with the change in his family dynamics as it impacts his parental role and his personal life.
I'm a working parent. I'm a mother and a father. I'm a guy who reads parenting books and cookbooks before I go to sleep.
Depending on the nature of his wife's death, he can also be experiencing trauma. Amanda and Graham agree that they will enjoy each other's company before she leaves. They go on dates and spend as much time trying to get to know each other. We see that they're starting to get emotionally invested when they begin to share personal details about their lives with each other.
I think I cried myself to sleep for anyway, a long time. Then I realized that I'd better toughen up, and, I got through it, and sort of haven't cried since.
From her experience with her parents, she may have learned to emotionally distance herself from her relationships as a defense mechanism to prevent herself from getting hurt.
I'm not sure I even fall in love, not like the way other people do.
This could explain why she stayed in a relationship with Ethan, even though she didn't see a future with him. After only knowing each other for a short period of time, they start to fall in love with each other.
I'm in love with you. I apologize for the blunt delivery.
The biggest realization of how Amanda feels is when she starts crying when she leaves. Considering she hasn't cried since she was 15, nor did she shed any tears after breaking up with Ethan. Although they seem to have a strong attraction and Amanda extends her stay until the new year, it is unclear how they will navigate the very real complicated reasons as to why they should keep their encounter as a short holiday fling.
New York?
Not really, but that's easier. Do you go there often?
Rarely.
Although long-distance relationships can work, they can be vastly complicated as they both have lives deeply rooted in their current cities with their families and work. Although they may be able to have a long-distance relationship for a short while, they will eventually need to decide on a long-term solution, which may require one or both of them to permanently relocate in order to continue their relationship together. This resolution may cause conflict in their relationship, as Graham may not want to uproot his young daughters, and Amanda is unwilling to give up her career that she loves.
I can't constantly be away from work, or the girls can't deal with you leaving so often. And we start to feel the tension. We know this isn't going to work, so we start fighting.
Another solution could be that Amanda is able to travel back to England and is able to work remotely for long periods of time. This obstacle can also be said about Iris and Miles' relationship. However, they may be more open to traveling to visit each other more often, or be open to relocating, as neither one of them has children to consider, unlike Graham and Amanda's situation. The movie ends with the main characters celebrating New Year's Eve together at Graham's house with no indication of how the couples will move forward with their new relationships. Although they are clearly in the honeymoon stage, it is possible that both couples can continue their relationship after the holidays. However, it will take work and clear communication. If they decide not to continue their relationships, at least they've learned that they are deserving of positive relationships based on mutual respect, whether it be romantic relationships, friendships, or the relationship with themselves. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to check out my other Therapist Reviews videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, be kind and love yourself.